Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Filing organ today as Origin Materials Incorporated announces a special stockholder meeting where a major decision was voted on, and the outcome is quite telling. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. This filing dives into a crucial moment for the company, revealing a vote that signals a significant shift. Alright, let's get straight into what Origin Materials Incorporated filed today. It details the results of their 2026 special meeting of stockholders. This meeting was a big deal. Holders of over 2.1 million shares, which represented about 38.5% of the company's stock, were present either in person or by proxy. This was enough to meet the quorum, meaning they could officially vote on important matters. The main event at this meeting was a vote on two key proposals, and the results are quite revealing about the direction the company is heading. The first proposal was to approve the company's liquidation and dissolution. This is essentially a vote to wind down the company's operations and sell off its assets. This proposal is termed the Dissolution proposal. Looking at the voting tallies, a significant number of shares, 2,043,101, voted in favour of this dissolution. There were 66,752 votes against it and 13,326 abstentions. Broken non-votes were not recorded in this specific tally for this proposal, meaning these shares did not vote either way. The overwhelming majority of votes were in favour of dissolving the company. This strongly suggests that the stakeholders believe this is the best path forward. When a company decides to liquidate, it is often because it is facing significant financial difficulties or strategic challenges that make continuing operations unsustainable. The second proposal was to give the board of directors the authority to adjourn the meeting if needed to gather more votes in favour of the dissolution plan. This is often a procedural step to ensure a decisive outcome. This is known as the Adjournment proposal. The results here also showed strong support. 197,544 votes were cast in favour of granting this adjournment authority. Against this proposal, there were 116,556 votes. Abstentions accounted for 30,679 votes. Once again, broken non-votes were not individually listed for this proposal, though they are part of the total shares counted. The approval of both these proposals, especially the dissolution, points to a very clear direction. It aligns with some recent news we've seen, including reports of the company approving delisting from Nasdaq to cut compliance costs and voluntarily delisting from Nasdaq. This usually happens when a company is no longer able to meet the requirements of a major stock exchange, often due to financial distress or a change in business strategy, like winding down operations. For a company like Origin Materials, which was focused on sustainable materials, this dissolution vote is a stark turnaround. It suggests that their business model or execution did not pan out as intended, leading to this liquidation outcome. Historically, companies that go through a liquidation process like this often do not recover or re-emerge in their previous form. Think about companies like Sears or Radio Shack, where this path often precedes a complete cessation of operations, or a very different, much smaller entity. Looking at the broader context, with a current stock price of zero and a market cap that has been in decline, this filing confirms the market sentiment. The approval of dissolution implies that the company's assets are likely to be sold off, and any remaining proceeds distributed to shareholders. The amount shareholders might receive, if anything, would depend entirely on the value of those assets after all debts are paid. The real story here is a company that has reached the end of its operational life as a going concern. The votes are a formal recognition of this reality by the shareholders. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description.